Yuji Itadori is one of the strongest characters in the series right now, and even though the spotlight might have been taken away from him due to the ongoing events of the battle between Yuta and Sukuna, Yuji still stands as one of the strongest. In fact, he hasn't had the opportunity to showcase what he is truly capable of, especially when it comes to the usage of his Shrine Curse technique. This is his newly awakened power, but strangely enough, Yuji has not utilized it properly at all, landing a total of 0 significant blows with it so far. I can't believe that there is a possibility that Yuji will manifest a proper domain expansion, but his version of this technique is most definitely going to be different from that of Sukuna. I bet most of you knew this day would come.
What's up, y'all? Don't forget to like and subscribe. We out here.
Beneath the scattering sparks of black, Itadori Yuji awakens.
Yuji finally tapped into the power of the shrine and was able to manifest the same curse technique as Sukuna. However, the only time we get to witness Yuji use the shrine was him chopping a pillar? Yep. At least this means that there is more to come from Yuji awakening the shrine curse technique. It would be absolutely preposterous if the author simply gave him the curse technique and not have him use it properly. Having Yuji awaken a new power and then not utilize it in combat, proceeding by someone else taking the spotlight is weird. To begin with, however, all is not lost, and Gege can still make a great impression here, potentially taking things one step further and unlocking a domain expansion as well. Yuji Itadori will most likely fight against Sukuna again. People must remember that no matter how strong Yuta is, he's not going to be the one to finish off Sukuna properly. Yuta has a strict time limit of 5 minutes. Now, we also know that Yuji has seen Sukuna use domain expansion in his body. Now, this means that this technique too must be engraved into him, and he will make use of it eventually. It would actually be a massive missed opportunity if Yuji were to not make use of the pinnacle of Jujutsu Sorcery that Sukuna has already engraved into his body. Yuji should make use of Malevolent Shrine at some point in this fight for the King of Curses to witness, especially given how different the usage of his version of this cursed technique is. When comparing Yuji's shrine to Sukuna's, people have already noticed key differences. For one, Sukuna's shrine is meant to be more dangerous and indiscriminate. Essentially, it kills anything and everything in its path because Sukuna does not care about what is in front of him. Meanwhile, Yuji's version of the shrine is somewhat different. Whenever Yuji wants to chop something up, he first lays a scissor mark on the surface, and only the portion that he wants to cut gets cut up. This makes Yuji's version of the shrine much safer. According to Sukuna, this is because of the difference in both the era during which these techniques awakened, and at the same time, the users being very different as well. Regardless, we will definitely get to see a different version of Malevolent Shrine. For starters, we need to take into consideration that Yuji's domain expansion will likely be an open barrier domain as well. This is because Sukuna has engraved it in his body, and he should be able to make use of it with enough training or in the heat of battle. Giving Yuji the same domain expansion as Sukuna would be somewhat lazy. On the other hand, it would be incredibly exciting if Yuji were to figure out new usages of this domain expansion, and, at the same time, surprise even the King of Curses himself. What are your thoughts on Yuji being able to produce or manifest a domain?